Salute. Okay, so we're going to conclude with our last concept of HIA, hand immobilization attack for JKD. So the on-guard stance, again, it's very important that the lead hand is lower than the rear hand and that the fist is constantly pointing and creating a threat, pointing at your opponent's face. This represents, again, fencing and the foil. The straight lead is always seeking right of way, which means that it's trying to always hit the target at any chance it gets. However, when you're fighting someone in a mismatched lead, in an open stance matchup, sometimes it's not always clear because the lead hands generally will get in the way, right? So a lot of combat sports, especially mixed martial arts, it becomes a game of kind of patty cake on who can get to the outside and who can get on top. From my experience, if you're in a open stance matchup, it's better to keep the lead hand high, especially if you have your lead foot on the outside. Because the person who is on the outside can usually win with a double jab, right? So you have to be very mindful. So it's okay to start at range from the traditional JKD stance with the lead hand lower. But when your opponent goes into range, I recommend raising that lead hand. And now what that does, again, it's a concept of attack by drawing, right? It gives me the incentive to want to attack and to want to throw the jab down the line. So here's where we get into our HIA. He's going to do what we call a beat. So beat is really just a parry and a counter attack all in one. So normally if I throw a jab, he's just going to parry with the lead hand. That's it. Lead jab, parry. Lead jab, parry, okay? Quite simple. What he's going to do now, he's going to beat it. After he taps, he's going to bounce and throw a corkscrew punch over the top. Again, utilizing that curved step, okay? So nice and slow. Nice. Good. So you want to think of it as sort of like playing pinball. Bing bang, right? It's a kind of a ricochet. As soon as you tap, you run and jump, right? And again, it gives him that advantageous angle, and he wants to really stun me. Again, try to pop the pad a couple more times. So again, he's going to raise that lead hand. Good. And beats over top. That's it. Two more. Good. Nice. So that is our last variation of hand immobilization attack, the beat.